Hello everyone, Camilla here. Today I wanted to make a voiceover for my drawing video instead of just using some relaxing music. Lately I've felt like the music is just a bit boring, and with my subscriber count going up a lot lately, thank you so much by the way, I felt like I wanted to make some better content that you can actually get as much help and use out of as possible. So if you have any questions for me or any topics you'd like to discuss with me, leave a comment down below and I'll talk about it in my upcoming videos. Maybe do a Q&A or something. Anyways, on to today's drawing. I've been very busy and stressed out with work lately, so for this drawing I just wanted something fun to do to take my mind off anything job related. And wolves are always awesome to draw, right? So I started by just sketching out the wolf with a graphite pencil. I usually try to map out the direction of the fur at this stage by drawing some lines in the direction of the hair. The paper I use here is Canson mixed media, one of my favorites for working with Copic markers and colored pencils combined. And by the way, I always list my materials in the description box, so if you miss something, just check it down below. Once my sketch was done, I started blocking in some basic colors with my Copic markers. For the background's blurry effect, I used pastel blocks on top of the Copic. So just coloring and then smudging up with my fingers. The more layers, the blurrier the result, I guess. I absolutely love to use pastel blocks for my backgrounds. They're first of all quite easy because you don't have to color in the whole background, you can just color some spots and smudge out the color all over. They're also decently pigmented, so they show up well even on black paper, as you saw in my previous video with the whale. They are a bit messy though. By the way, there will not be any prints available on this piece, because I did just use one reference photo I found on Pinterest, and this drawing is pretty similar to the original photograph, so I wouldn't feel right selling it. It was just something fun and relaxing to do, and I also got to practice on my fur and blur background. But I do have other prints available and also other stuff for sale on Redbubble, and some instant download prints on Etsy as well, so I'll just leave the links in the description box below for you to check out. Pretty much the same process as before when I start with the fur. I block in basic colors with Copic markers and then draw in the fur hair strand by hair strand with colored pencils. I like to go pretty dark with the Copics and then add lighter color with the pencils on top. I actually just recently realized that I get a lot more depth in the fur if I take a colorless blender and blur out the first hairs I draw in ever so slightly and then draw more sharper hairs on top. I usually repeat this a couple of times. This method might destroy the tip of your colorless blender though. Colors from the colored pencils will stick to it from the smudging. I just don't really use my colorless blender for blending. I blend using different colors, but yeah, just be warned if you decide to try this method. I'm actually so careless and abusive with my Copics, I might sometimes use any of my markers to just soften out or blend my colored pencils. I clean them up by just coloring on any paper until the color comes out clean again. Not recommended though, I think Copic markers and the ink is too expensive to treat like this. It's just my way of working with my art, I guess. I just kind of do whatever comes to mind and try everything. And by the way, I recommend using some harder color pencils when doing fur like this. It's easier to draw the individual hair strands if your pencil stays sharp, and obviously a softer lead will get worn out and needs to be sharpened a lot faster. For example, I normally loved my Supracolor soft colored pencils, but for this piece I decided to use my Stabilo pencils I got for Christmas just because they stayed nice and sharp longer and was better for detailing. I don't usually bother finishing off my drawings with anything unless I use pastel blocks or if I'm selling an original and it has to stay intact. But for my pastel blocks I usually do a layer or two with a fixing spray. I'll list that one too down below because I can't really remember the brand right now. But yeah, again, I want to thank you guys so much for the support, all the amazing nice comments you leave me, just make my day again and again. And I know I'm so bad with answering them, I really try to do my best, but every now and then I just forget to answer you guys. But just know that I really do read all of them and I'm very thankful for each and every one of them. I will leave the links to my Facebook and my Instagram down below in the description as well, and I hope you will support me there too. Don't forget to comment down below what you'd like me to talk about, like Q&As, just videos like this where I talk about what I'm doing while drawing, or would you like to know more about me or see challenges, or do you just prefer the videos with the drawing and the music? Feel free to leave me comments on Facebook and Instagram as well, and I promise I will get a new microphone in the near future. This is not the best one, I know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you like to hear more voiceover, just give this video a big fat thumbs up. Bye!